In this video, we're going to review the general form for graphing parabolas and all of its parts to assist us for when we start graphing quadratic inequalities and finding the solution space. So we have to be very familiar with our general form. And so remember, we have y equals a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. Now, each value of a, h, and k have a specific effect on the transformation of the graph. Your A value determines if the graph is going to be opening upwards or downwards. Depending on if A is positive, it's going to open upwards. If it's negative, it's going to open downwards. Remember also A, that idea of opening up, opening down, is your idea of reflection. A also affects the size of the graph, which we call the dilation. You know, if A is large, so if the absolute value of A is greater than 1, you know, that means it stretches vertically. If A is small, so it's between 0 and 1, then it compresses vertically. And so that's A. A affects the reflection, affects the dilation for it. H and K are your vertex. HK, remember you need to be careful. Your H value is the opposite of what you see. Since general form has a minus sign, you need to do the opposite of what you see. And so HK is your vertex. And the axis of symmetry is x equals h. So all of this is review from the previous lesson when it comes to general form. We just need to get familiar with it again for when we start using it with inequalities. Some things we have to make a note of and be aware of before we go through. Zeros, roots, solutions are all the same thing. And we discussed this as well in our previous lesson of solving for quadratic functions by graphing. Solutions, roots, and zeros, all three of these words mean the exact same thing. You are looking for your x-intercepts. If I say x-intercepts, I want zeros. I want solutions. I want roots. If I say solutions, I want x-intercepts, roots, zeros. All these words are interchangeable. And so let's go on to the next part. Now, to go from your standard form of ax squared plus bx plus c to your general form. So to go from your standard form, written like a trinomial, your quadratic term, then your linear term, and then your constant. To go from standard form to general form, vertex form, you have to. It's not optional. It's not a, there's another way. You must complete the square. And that's what we've been doing in some of the previous videos, previous lessons, is developing that concept. So this is just a quick refresher of that concept of general form, of completing the square to get there. You must complete the square to get there, of the effects of A, H, and K on the graph. So be confident with these before you move on to the concept of graphing quadratic inequalities.